Welcome to That Wrestling Podcast. The good bad guys of wrestling podcasts are back talking all things Wrestlemania Night 1. And before we go any further, we have to welcome Kevin's son, Brett, who has a few quick things to say before he goes to bed. It's way past his bedtime.
No, I can't say it. Let me ask you this.
What happened?
What did you think of Night 1 WrestleMania from an 8-year-old standpoint?
Good.
Not just good. On a grading scale, A being the best you've ever seen to F being terrible, where would you grade it?
B plus.
B plus?
Oh, okay.
What could have been better to make
all
that
my
A?
predictions are correct.
Oh, your
That's
predictions
true.
are correct.
We would all feel it'd be an A plus if our predictions were all correct, but that wasn't the case. Yeah.
Were you sad that Cody lost?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he'll win tomorrow?
Probably.
Ooh, you were really optimistic earlier. Are you a proud crybaby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, is that
All right.
mom here? Oh, he's coming up to bed.
All right.
Well, you better go to bed.
Thank you, Brett.
Bye.
Thank you, Brett. Thank you. That's how we start us off. It's in the books, guys. It's night 1. It's WrestleMania 40. We got another night to go. I mean, where do you start? Do you start from the end? Do you start from the beginning? Talk to us. Jason, talk to us first.
No, I'm good.
One, did you make a
Wow.
hit in that microwave?
No, I have not done anything. You know, as always, as the number one voice in pro wrestling podcasting, I really took today and tonight to reflect
Sorry,
on
what was that?
on my downfall. Think about it. Last year, I was in the 4th row of WrestleMania. And tonight, I'm in a hotel room in a town no one's ever heard of in Virginia.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But it's like a
Yeah.
suite, though.
Oh, I'm in a hotel room in the middle of a fucking town that no one's ever heard of. And I was in the 4th row of WrestleMania last year. And it just made me realize, like, I just feel like I'm letting everybody down. That was until I became the one who predicted Sami Zayn, new Intercontinental Champion. I'm the only one. And look, night 1, all right, it was about a C show. That main event should have been like 30 minutes less than what it was.
She said a
And
C show altogether.
Yeah. And this, I don't fuck around. If you count, you're fired. Fuck off, man.
He's the final boss.
No, he's not. No, he's
Yes,
not.
He's on the board of the direct. He'll fire him.
Ugh.
Okay,
It's
so the
gonna
board
kind
of
of
directors-
Jason.
So
It's
is he
like,
the top? He's the number 1 on the board of the directors. He's the number 1 on the lineup. No, he's
No.
not. So
He is in that match.
I hate it.
getting kind of chilly in here. Hold on.
Everything
Uh-oh.
about Dwayne and his bell bottoms.
What is Joe?
Oh, my begin. He's a late. Oh,
Oh my goodness!
Woo!
Well,
You smell it.
Man, look at that! Look at that co-main event.
I'm sorry. It was kind of cold in here. Like the storm's coming. I had to put a hoodie on.
Joe, it
What
seems
were you saying?
Joe, you're pulling all that Brahma bullshit out your
Oh
closet.
my. Okay.
you know, it's crazy.
One, the hoodie is nice. Jay, you rated the entire event a C.
Oh.
Before I told Brian, solid C plus night 1. I don't think
The
it
crowd
was.
sucked.
I don't think it was terrible. I don't think it was anything.
I agree with you, Jason, with the crowd,
Fantastic.
and they were making excuses for him the whole night, and they kept showing their temperature because of the crowd. But it's like, yeah, the crowd was non-existent.
They're
But
trash.
the Rock
I-
looked. The Rock was there though. He was existing because he looked like $1 million. Bell bottoms and all.
Bell bombs.
Fun fact. You know, during
With his internet championship that Cardona used to have.
What the fuck? You know,
well, immediately.
and you know what else
like,
sucks?
What is he wearing? Bell bottoms? And I told Brian, I'm like, what's this guy wearing? Bell bottoms? Ding. What's this guy wearing? Bell bottoms? It's like.
And you know what else
Fever.
sucks? The city of Philadelphia.
You're a Pittsburgh guy though, so isn't that
Yeah.
like
Doesn't matter.
kind of
We
biased?
Doesn't
have a
matter.
bias. We have an ingrained bias. Philly is usually a great wrestling town, and whether you want to deny that or not, Joe, I do think it was. Why am I sitting in a stadium at 45 degrees for 5 hours for them to, they got up when they had to get up. They got up during the ending sequence of Sammy and Gunther. They got up for the final sequence
I got right.
of the final tag match. But for the most part, yeah, it didn't meet the expectations. And, I hate to think it's just solely because of the climate, but I do think that played a factor.
And this is what I told Brian. For those who are listening, Brian and I watched night 1 together. Last year, Jason, you were in LA.
I was.
Indoors, lights on for majority of the crowd, so you could see the crowd. You can see
It wasn't
the crowd
indoors.
excited. You can see the crowd moving up and down.
It's an indoor outdoor, but the thing is, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
It was more illuminated. This crowd, you couldn't see anyone in the second and third sections because it was black. You couldn't see anyone in majority of the first section because it was dark. Literally, you saw the first 8 rows, and if they were doing nothing,
the most
crowd didn't
entertaining
look great.
The most entertaining thing about the crowd tonight was a sign that said Santa deserved it. That was it. That was the most entertaining thing from the crowd tonight. But
And
we
there was
can't blame the crowd. It was an average show.
This
And
ain't
Brian-
WrestleMania. This is fucking payback.
Yeah,
Payback.
Brian, we talked about
WrestleMania.
this week that you were like saying night 1 was going to be the show, and I said night 2.
Yeah.
Night 2 is going to blow, like it's going to be so easy to blow tonight out of the water. There was really 2 good matches. The rest were okay.
What were those good matches, Joe?
Yeah, we're good.
The 6-pack ladder match.
Yep.
No.
And Sammy and Gunther.
I think you're undervaluing Becky and Rhea.
It was okay. It could have been better if Becky was 100%.
So I've abilited spoilers and things online, but after the match I did see a lot of like she had 102 temperature.
Yeah, she had strep.
Okay.
So I was even telling my wife too. I'm like, why didn't they just switch a match for tomorrow night and work on that damn fever for
I don't
and her response was as someone who worked in the medical field, you can't guarantee a fever is going to go away the next night. It can still be the same, and you just basically go with what can work.
I did love that sequence of Becky has her in the disarmer on the mat, and Rhea picks her up, and somehow they end up over the ropes.
And that was fun.
Side, and she's still holding on to the disarmer until finally Rhea says, "Okay," and I'm going to electric chair you and just get you on your ass. That was fantastic.
There was one surprisingly good match tonight too. I said there were 2 really good matches, but one that was like entertaining, and it was Santos and Dominic versus Ray and Andrade.
Yeah,
it was great. I love
that. Was fun.
It was good until
wrong result, but
I wish it would have went 5 more minutes. And I don't necessarily think it needed the Jason Kelsey run-in. I get the local Philadelphia Eagles, yada yada, and I couldn't tell who the other guy was. I was like, "Oh, is that going to be Travis Kelsey under there as well?"
Should have
and I was like, "Oh, is that Eric Redbeard with
Eric Rowan
or Eric Rowan with a shorter beard?"
Yeah.
Fun match. I agree with that. Those 2, Gunther, Sammy. Right when it ended, I was like, I wish it would have been a little bit more offense from Sammy. I don't know. I just feel like if you're going 600 and whatever 50 something days, you
665.
You don't hit.
I thought it was 665.
You don't hit a huluva kick and a jump off the top for the win to take out the most dominant IC champion of all time. I like it. I just don't think. I would have rather had a small package roll up for 1, 2, 3, sneak it, versus having him win shoulders.
Yeah, I got
down,
you, Jason.
Shoulders down, period. But
lucky I'm not editing this because I would have sound clipped that one for sure.
Sammy's wife, the most emotional wife, truly looks like she's gonna cry so excited in the crowd every time. Glad she got her moment seeing her husband win a title. That was nice.
She had nothing.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't.
Are you the only one who cares besides Sammy? Are you the only one who cares about his wife?
Yeah, and his kid. I thought it was nice.
I loved the pre-match stuff of him.
Rocky 3 all over again.
Maybe this is me and Brian and dads.
Chad,
you guys are not.
Chad saying you got to do it yourself. KO right there.
Oh, the KO.
With the final. Come on, you got this. It was good. I loved how it played out, despite being surprised at the result.
All we needed was Sammy to yell, "You ain't so bad. You ain't so bad. You ain't nothing. Hit me harder. Hit me harder."
Matt, yeah,
that was why right there. Looked like he was like fighting off.
He was right there. I was surprised, and you guys know how much I felt strongly about Chad Gable being that guy to be the one to beat Gunther. But I'm not going to complain about how it was done with Sammy. I thought it was really well done.
I thought maybe Gable was going to interfere.
Or at least
on either side. Yes, he wasn't
or there. After the bell.
Yeah, or after the bell come out. Yeah,
not just get dressed in a very nice looking suit to have 10 seconds backstage.
Yeah.
Weakest build, second best match.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Weakest build of all of the Mania matches, second best match.
Well, I think they went overkill on the build, really.
That's why I thought it was weak. It was just rehashing Rocky 3 over and over again. It was boring.
Yeah.
What's our thoughts on Jay versus Jimmy?
Boring.
Awful.
Really?
Awful.
Really?
One of the worst WrestleMania matches I've ever seen.
So
I'm Captain Positive this year, but oh my God. Way to make the super kick just a regular punch.
There's a lot of
it was worthless.
So my buddy Ash, my coworker, he put it very.
You mean Ash, like from Ash vs. Evil Dead?
Yes. I told it to Brian after the match. He put, this match is perfectly explained because it was a piece of shit because it was sponsored by Dude Wipes.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Think about this. I think it was strategic. What was their dad's finishing move?
Think face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude Wipe.
Yeah. I didn't think it was bad. I thought
I was hoping for closer to Brett Owen, but what we got was below Matt versus Jeff Hardy's match. It just proves that Jimmy is a tag team wrestler. He can't be a singles wrestler. He could not hang in that match.
Okay.
And Jay didn't do much either.
I can't tell you one thing they did besides Uso splashing
kick each other
and super kicks. And the fake hug
apology.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I gave tonight a C+.
Okay.
It was better than average. And I liked the main event. I thought it was great. The double pedigree I thought was really nice. I thought it was
except
fantastic.
for Rock couldn't get his arms back.
It did make me think.
Sorry, Jason.
Maybe Seth and Cody will win. Maybe Jay will have the second feather of the night to hold against us of saying he's the one
tomorrow.
Who took that. Yeah. But of course, we knew the ending. But it did give that little doubt in my mind that okay, maybe it could happen. But it just felt weird. And that's why I went to Brian and said the venue being so black, it just felt like a large scale Monday Night Raw or large scale SmackDown because I feel like in those big events. I feel like they need to light up the crowd a little bit more. I don't know. Just it felt
so it was like watching a giant dynamite when the crowd's not lit up.
That's fair.
And that's why I didn't get the feels because so many other previous Manias were indoor lighted, West Coast lighted, outside a lot more lighted. Yeah. Like in the last big event was in is it Perth? Right?
Yes.
Visit the city of Perth. It's great. The city of Perth. It's amazing. It was all outdoors. That's it. Yeah. It gives it gives that visual, not even just the actuality of being bigger and better. 72,000. It felt like 17 people in the crowd.
Tomorrow needs to be better, or this could be an all-time worst WrestleMania.
Yeah, I agree. Tomorrow should be better.
I don't know if it's because I've been to the last few, and I'm I'm where I am right now, and watching it on TV. But like, yeah, it has to be better tomorrow, because if it's not, all this talk of the greatest WrestleMania of all time is horseshit.
And this is Triple H's first WrestleMania. This is the first Mania without Vince's involvement. So they got to knock this out of the park tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fuck. Give
Vince is
me
at
a
home.
backstage dance party with Farouk, Slick, Kelly,
Yes.
and the Wild Samoans. Please. I've been watching old WrestleManias this week, and
IRS.
I watched some of 23, and that was that dance
Oh,
party.
Ricky the Dragon.
Yeah. Like,
we were there.
We're there.
and I know this is the first, and I am so tired of the word era. How many fucking times can they say that in one night? And Brian, a little behind the curtain, I don't think McAfee's good anymore. And Brian's text to me was, "Oh, you do 3 indie shows, and you think you're better than McAfee." I never said I was better than McAfee, and I've done 5, asshole.
He's done the high
Listen,
five.
The fact is, 5 is greater than 3.
Five times.
And behind the curtain, before I said that, I said, Kevin, watch this.
And I saw it. I was like,
I just wanted to pop the guy here. That
I was like,
yeah.
oh, and then
we're just stirring the pot. It's all
Send-
good, brother.
less than 5 seconds later, it was 5 assholers.
It was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, McAfee is trashafee anymore.
I think
Put that on a t-shirt.
out of those 3, Cole is letting loose. I loved Cole too.
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
Cole, geez, man, the guy is awesome. Corey, just behind Cole and McAfee is low down. McAfee's good with one-liners when they work.
Mhm.
That's his shtick. When you're put with another person besides Cole on a 3-man team, he gets kind of lost. That's the thing, because you have.
And I don't know if anybody picked up. Cole referred to Corey Graves as the heir apparent.
Yes, he did.
So I just think McAfee is a guy that he's got all the money in the world now. And yeah, he's a wrestling fan, and that's cool. But I feel like he talks just to hear his own voice 90% of the time.
Yeah. What would you grade him tonight then? Like a D? E?
E. But everything's a C tonight.
What would you? Oh, no. Samantha Irvin?
I get a hard on for her like everybody else does in her announcing.
Do the Razor Ramon theme song.
If you don't know what we're talking about, at Wrestlemania, she played the flute and sang the Razor Ramon theme song, which I didn't even know had words.
Cole did a shoot when she introduced Rock and Roman and Cody and Seth. That was the first thing out of his mouth was, "How good is Samantha Irvin?" Thank you, Cole.
Yeah, I give her A-. When you have The Rock, Roman, Seth, Cody in that ring, she looks like she belongs announcing all of them.
Yeah,
I give her A-. There can always be improvements, but I think she's $1 million. And
yeah, her improvement needs to be when she says the Miz's name. The Miz.
We'll have to catch that.
Yeah. We must have
Did she try to mix in Chelsea Green or something?
Miz. No.
Chelsea Green.
I know. I've been working my ass off for 4 straight days in a town no one's ever fucking heard of.
In Virginia.
Technically true, but I did go to a brewery and I bought a growler, and that's what I drank out of watching earlier. Not drunk though. I'm just angry that Dwayne thinks he's making wrestling better. He's making it worse. He's making the WWE worse.
I disagree.
I don't care.
But Jason, this is a really I've been thinking about why.
Yes.
Why do you think this? I'm not
Honestly,
trying to poke the hornet's nest here. Why?
Like I said the last week, when you have one guy and only one guy allowed to play in the Attitude Era, it doesn't fucking work. And if they are going back to the Attitude Era, that's great. But for a 47-year-old guy like me, I don't need that shit anymore. I don't. What, they're gonna have bra and panties matches with Becky and Charlotte at SummerSlam?
They won't go that. They won't.
They're gonna get Flo from the Progressive commercial against the girl from the AT&T store to do a mud pit Jello match. Like, what the fuck?
Minus 500.
I know that more than ever, they are being more. They are incorporating more.
Rock can play in his own
ever.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So
gets
when
the F word.
guy, it's got to be all or nothing. And if
Okay,
these
that's
rumors
fair.
are true that he's going to go away in May to go shoot Moana 2 or the Tooth Fairy 2 or fucking Boondock Saints or whatever bullshit movie he's going to go straight to DVD.
The real
I
fun.
wish his movies were as good as his entrance. I mean, fuck.
I like this
Yeah, that's
entrance.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
He just said that was
the entrance was better than the movie.
Oh, okay. I get you.
I like Baywatch.
WWE is great the way it is. Bringing in this, I'm not saying it's, AEW's better, any bullshit like that. We all know that's not true, but this just is not. I'm not feeling this at
Let me
all.
ask you this: did you like it when Roman speared The Rock tonight?
Oh.
Another way I know that match took too long. Roman's hair dried.
It did, and it looked like it was
so
like,
big.
It looked like what is it? Dragon Ball Z. Like
So, like,
he looked like an '80s rocker, like he was in a Poison cover band.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
CC Reigns.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Because there was like one strand of hair.
Yes.
It looked like one dreadlock, but like
it's like Christopher Reeve's Superman with the one,
Girl.
I acknowledge you, perm plots.
One thing I did like
VO5.
VO5.
We just lost Brian.
That was the best. Hey, that was my shampoo growing up because it was 99 cents.
Sorry.
One thing that I really enjoyed.
Tonight's episode brought to you by VO5 Hot Oil.
Because I am a fan of their music. But when Motionless in White opened up with Rhea's music, it was very cool when Rhea and Chris, the lead singer Motionless, were like face to face. You can tell Rhea loves the music, and Motionless in White appreciate Rhea with that. So I thought that was very cool, and they were definitely live because it didn't sound the greatest at times. So I thought that was kind of nice. So I'm hoping Downstate's going to be there tomorrow.
What Paramore's there tomorrow?
That would be very cool too. Aren't they on tour with Taylor Swift?
I don't know.
That actually might be true. Actually,
I think they are in Europe.
All right. Good.
Okay, one final thought.
Final thoughts, please.
Who decided Lil Wayne was the greatest rapper of
Oh,
all time?
I had a text ready to go saying Eminem's there, and then Lil Wayne came out.
Didn't we have that conversation like 3 years ago
Yeah.
of the best? He didn't make any of our top fives.
So my boss, who I was watching the first half of Mania down in his room, when that happened, his daughter, who I think is 15, said, "I thought Eminem was going to be there."
See,
No, seriously. And I'm like,
I was like, Eminem's there? What?
I was just, and I like some Lil Wayne songs, but I'm not with that my voice. I don't understand what he's saying. I'm like, well, what?
You want to lick the lollipop?
All right.
So that is it.
All
Or
right.
want to lick the rapper?
Oh, God. I mean,
that's a good final thought, Joe.
That was my final thought. What's yours?
I will say my final thought. If we can ever all get together to watch a pay-per-view in the future, it's only going to be
SummerSlam.
Brett's chops. No, I mean all together. Brett's chops tonight. There's some of them which got some pretty loud noises.
Are you scarred?
Oh, I went to the bathroom and
that-
there was like a good 4-finger print on my chest.
Is it still there?
Me. I'm not gonna like lift my shirt.
Take your shirt off.
No, I'm good.
That's fake.
But it was a couple hours ago.
With Brian, but not the rest of us. I see.
Oh yeah. Those striptease but no,
I
that's
guess
my
you don't
final-
care about growing our YouTube channel. Fine, Kevin. Whatever.
Well,
Standards and practices.
there was me and
Our
Brett.
OnlyFans needs that kind of
Yes,
content.
this is old. This is YouTube. This is that wrestling podcast OnlyFans page.
Well, let's switch it up. The only fans we could see were 17 because that audience was so blacked out because you couldn't see anybody because the damn lights weren't working apparently.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know how to do OnlyFans. I put more clothes on.
I'm gonna see let me see what's going on here.
Well, let me ask you this. One more thought. Jay, what beer did you get in your growler?
It was called.
I tried to zoom in. I couldn't tell what type it was.
It's called Monaco, and it was an American wheat with mango.
Oh, hell yeah.
I
That makes sense.
told the stories of Mango Card in Vegas, Kevin.
Yeah.
An ABV of 5.5 and an IBU of 15, whatever that means.
This is what I picked some up from my travels in Alabama. I was like, huh. I was like, mango ice, mango wheat beer. I was like, maybe this will be recreation of mango card.
But we did go. It was one of these joints where the barbecue place rented space from the brewery.
Nice.
And barbecue, man. Oh god, it was so good. I couldn't even finish it
yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I did send the picture, but so we have one more day here in Virginia for the sanitation convention, and then we get back to Pittsburgh. So by the time my day ends and then we drive back to Pittsburgh, I probably won't get back to my apartment until about 10:30 or 11. So I might just be in time for the main event, but I don't know. If it's anything like tonight, I ain't missing much, man. I'd rather just do whatever. Now, of course, a lot of people think MJF's going to show up tomorrow night. Do any of you actually think that's going to happen?
I don't.
I don't, because isn't he under contract?
I'm staying.
No, his contract expired December 31st.
Yeah, but they said it was, but it's like there's also
legitimately-
other rumors saying that he re-signed in October.
I would rather.
I'm not part of the business office. Do I think he's going to show up? Be so awesome if he did. It would save night one. It would save night one.
Give me Dustin Rhodes showing up too.
No, MJF over Dustin Rhodes.
I said and both. Give me both.
No, Dustin can be in the crowd. He can be sitting next to Brandy and Mama Rhodes.
He should.
The mom should.
He should say F Tony Khan, that bitch ass motherfucker, and say I want to be at WrestleMania for my brother when he finishes the story.
Mm-hmm.
Screw my contract. What's he getting paid at AEW? 95 grand? Screw that. Go to the WWE and get a Legends contract. Watch your brother from the front row finish the story and go for it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
This guy a towel. He's like sweating.
Come on.
Whoa.
Let's go, Dustin.
Jason, do you think MJF showing up tomorrow night?
I don't, but god damn it, I really want to.
I say no, but
Just like
man, that would
really
be awesome.
Just like I want Roman to win tomorrow for the fucking chaos.
Oh my god,
I talked to people today at the convention about it, and yeah, I mean, a lot of people are hoping that Roman wins. And Joe, I did listen to the show you guys did on Thursday, and yes, Roman now tied Hogan. He's going to pass Hogan, but this ain't the record. And I know I may have
Bruno's a record.
But beating the Hogan record.
Start.
Speaking of records, the guest picker finally has a loss.
Oh, finally!
By the way,
they're in the lead, but finally,
they're in the lead.
if it wasn't for Sammy and Gunther, which thank you, Jay.
Who picked that one? You know what? I can live with that being the one. I'm the only one who picked that one to win for another year. I can live with that. I can't live with the other one.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
Only loss.
I know I may have been a little overboard about my prediction last year, and if I do get it again,
oh yeah, it's on.
No, if you get it again, Brian's not giving.
I'm not sure how I will react.
I'll give it to him.
Seems like Barbara Ryan's going to be in for the next time.
We would acknowledge him.
We would. Honestly, we'd have to acknowledge.
I wouldn't say.
Well, I'm gonna say this right now. Win, lose, or draw tomorrow night. I can't be on tomorrow night's show, so it has nothing to do with the event. I'll see you guys on the regular show next week, but I will not be on night 2.
We may not be doing one because unless the other two are doing it because I'll be in a car.
We'll
I mean,
figure
granted, I guess I could jump in on Zoom from the car, but
What are we gonna do? Me and Brian are gonna be like, Cody won, whoop whoop. Cody won, whoop.
Let's cross
Jason
that
Moss?
bridge when we get there.
Joe's sleeping.
All right.
Joe's sleeping. Yep.
In conclusion, I think there is room for improvement tomorrow night, whether it's varying degrees between all of us. So pressure's on for Triple H and for the crew to put on a good show tomorrow. Night 1's in the books, guys, and I guess that'll do it. Any final quick thoughts? Anything? I think we're good, right?
What was your favorite moment of the night?
Yeah, what was your favorite?
I would say, I did like that finishing sequence of Sammy and Gunther. I still didn't. That was the only moment that literally got me off my chair.
It did.
Kevin was there when the count of 3 happened. I collapsed on the floor. It
was a whoa moment.
Yeah. So that's my favorite moment. Even if I still originally thought Chad Gable's the guy to do it. So
can I tell you something?
Please.
Well, yeah.
I don't remember I don't remember hardly anything that happened tonight.
Would you have an edible?
No, I didn't.
Edibles.
It's a forgettable event.
Oh, we'll see. Yeah.
Which is a shame because every event prior to tonight has been pretty damn
This
good.
is the end all be all question for any WrestleMania. Next year when WrestleMania 41 is going to happen, any of these matches rewatchable? When you're going I need to watch a WrestleMania match to get myself ready for the because this afternoon
I watched
this afternoon
23 this week.
This afternoon I watched Rock versus Austin WrestleMania 17.
Ooh,
yeah.
I played that in WWE 2K20.
That's where you can tell. Is this a rewatchable event? I don't think it is. Even with no fans, I would rewatch the Firefly Funhouse or the Boneyard match.
I will say.
You guys watch? Go ahead, Kevin.
Nope, you're good.
Did you guys watch the Bray documentary? I don't know
yet.
if we since.
Tomorrow I will.
It was good.
Very good. Yeah, very good stuff.
No, I
So
agree.
Kevin, is that a no?
For Bray?
No, for tonight. Any of these matches rewatchable?
No.
That explains it.
I liked the Sammy versus Gunther just because it was unexpected to me, right? Like every match is like, oh, I really want Sammy to win. I really want Sammy to win, right? But realistically, I'm like, oh, Gunther's gonna win. Like tonight, I want Cody and Seth to win. I want Cody and Seth to win. But my brain's like, oh, I want, you know what I mean? So I was nice with the surprise because I didn't expect it coming. It was middle of the road, middle card, nothing knocked me off my seat, took my breath away type of event. I thought.
Did you hang up on your wife?
I thought it was mediocre.
Yeah.
That's why I still gave it a C+. It was better than average just because it's the build was amazing and there is still tomorrow. It's still better than what Caesar's Palace. What Mania was that?
4 and 5.
Awesome.
Yeah.
4 and 5 were awesome.
Oh, you're thinking about Atlantic City, yeah.
You're talking about WrestleMania 9.
There's still big.
I watched 9.
There's still a whole lot of matches tomorrow. We got Drew and Seth. Drew was non-existent to the end of the match, so that leads to a little drama, right, with the Drew and Seth match. Io, Bailey.
Drew was wearing a CM Punk hoodie watching on TV.
Yeah, he wasn't even there.
Say it again.
Drew was wearing a CM Punk hoodie.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's all over Twitter, yeah.
And he just said, easiest payday I'll ever have.
Yeah, and hopefully it's the easiest paycheck that he gives with a new contract, Triple H or Nick Khan to Drew, because CM Punk has made Drew the best entertaining Drew we've ever seen, or at least
common sense. Drew is the best, but isn't it Dwayne that will make the decision on how much money he's going to make? in the contract. I mean, he's the boss, right? So I mean,
Last
everything
sign off on it.
Well,
Sign
don't
off.
count me out or you're fucking fired.
That's right.
Like,
That's right.
I think
I
tomorrow, and there's still some other good matches. I guess we'll see. Is it gonna turn it around to make it a better than average show, or is it gonna go down in history as one of the worst of all time?
No surprises tonight, no appearances, no debut, nothing tonight.
Unless you want to count the Jason Kelsey thing.
I don't count that.
I don't either.
That was
If it was Taylor Swift, it would have been better.
Yeah, I agree.
That would have been better.
All right.
Somehow he took off his shirt, starting with no
That's
shirt
what
on.
he does.
Like,
That's what he does.
I get it. You're retired. It's all good. But hopefully tomorrow,
yeah,
no reservations on anything. It goes 100 miles an hour because.
Did any of you watch NXT today?
On the road. Yep.
I didn't either.
Yep. All right. So yeah, anything else, Jay?
One last thing from Thursday. I don't know if it was Joe or Brian, but one of you said, "Oh my God, I'm going to be so nervous because if Jason gets this right about Roman and Cody again."
I said it. I thought I would enjoy tonight because tomorrow is going to be what it is tomorrow. But I was like, tonight we're going to have so much fun. It's going to be fun wrestling. And
it looked like you guys did have fun from the photos and stuff that you sent and proved.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys looked like you did have fun. So
we had
that's
a great time. But yeah, for tomorrow, there is a legitimate fear. And it's not 100% because of you, Jason, as far as you picked Roman and what we're going to be back on.
99%.
Okay, so but the 1%, the 1% is about Cody Rhodes earning and finishing the story.
Yeah.
Like I want Cody to win.
Yeah.
Like that's my thing. It's not a knock on Roman. We can still do bloodline fun without him being the champion. And that's we'll get into it tomorrow after what happens.
It should be the never-ending story.
Brian, that's BS. I wouldn't care, but if Jason wasn't so dang cocky about this and cocky again this year, that's why I'm rooting for Cody so much. It's because of Jason's arrogance.
It's fine.
I mean, I've kind of learned a lot about myself this weekend. So who's to say I'm going to be that way when I'm right? I mean, who knows what's going to be like?
How do you mute? How do you mute? There it
is. Look at that. He gave us the double burn.
How do you unmute? Okay. How do you unmute?
Hit it again. There you go. Try that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Putting me on mute?
We're not doing that anymore. Sorry. That's what happens when we're on.
No, I will say this. Roman wins tomorrow. You get 5 minutes to say whatever you want on next Fridays.
That ain't enough.
Oh, I mean
5 minutes. He's gonna get the whole hour, and I won't be there.
No, this is.
That ain't enough.
I'm producing Thursday. I will get more than 5 minutes.
You might have to bring out the wheel of promos again.
Oh my gosh. We'll come up with some other gimmicks. Yeah.
Oh, hey, real quick. 3 years on the show.
Yes.
We hit 3 years this week, April 2nd. I laughed, Kevin. You did bring up Promo Mania. The idea for that was so cool, and then we just did it completely opposite.
But they were pretty good. The three that we did. Joe never did one. I feel like we need to.
Nope, I never did one.
Last from the
wheel never went to me.
Do it one more time just for Joe.
The wheel.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody
wants that.
The three we did get were great though. They went.
Brian's training montage was by far the best. I mean, period.
Thank you.
It just was.
Ponies.
And the pony, yeah. Buster or whatever the pony's name was, but
Buttercup.
All right. To wrap it up, I guess maybe if you want to say one word for WrestleMania Night 1, how about mid? Mid is a good word, I think. Right?
Mid.
Boring.
Not so good. It's mid. So we'll see what Night 2 can do for us. Well, we in some form of crew of me or Kevin or me or only Kevin or only me and maybe Jason, but not Joe, sort of thing. We'll
I'm definitely out.
What?
I'm definitely out tomorrow.
Yeah, I accept Joe.
He's not a team
for that
player.
for a fact. He stated his claim. So we'll be back at some point tomorrow night after Night 2. We hope you enjoyed WrestleMania Night 1. And as always, enjoy wrestling.